Good morning, everybody. Excuse me, sorry. Good morning, everybody. Elizabeth Smith here from the Guru Cove with another Cameo coaching set and self-coaching tips and ideas and suggestions. I hope today finds you fit and well. It is wonderful, and I can't tell you just how wonderful it is as someone who gets up early, and I know you'll share this if you're an early riser. We have a sunrise. Hurrah! At last, we are moving into that period which will give us so much more energy. So yesterday, some of you might have seen, depending on which page you follow of mine, I celebrated International Women's Day with my eldest daughter at an event, which was actually quite fascinating. Now I've had time to distance myself and think about what did I learn from it, and what did I gain from it, and what can I bring to you and share with you. As you know, whenever I do something, I quite like to bring it back here to share my learnings. And actually, it was quite fascinating. Now, it was a good day for many reasons. One, I got to spend some quality time with my eldest daughter, which we don't often do, because when the grandbaby's around, guess where my focus is? Strutting the babies and spoiling them rotten, which is something that is a grandmother's prerogative. So apologies, mums, but, you know, it has to be done. And you will take my position one day, I hope. It was a fascinating day. So I spent time with Hannah, my daughter, which was wonderful. But I also spoke to a couple of very interesting colleagues. One was already in the business, similar to myself, and another who was more into the financial side of things, but again, very useful for business people. So yes, that was very good. And then we listened to a number of speakers. Now, this is where my big learning came from that I wanted to bring back to you, because one was great. She was doing a project and that was fine. But the other two really brought some stuff home to me. And it's stuff that we have actually talked about on here before, on self-coaching, where we've talked about what we say to ourselves, our internal language. But I think strikingly, it was more about your life experiences, your past life, all of the history that you have, and whether or not it defines you as a person now. Now, I listened to them, and their stories were very moving and very touching. And, you know, it was great because they were acknowledging it. And yes, their past wasn't fabulous. And I take all of that into account. However, when I was listening to their language, they were bringing their past right to now. They were talking about their past and all the stresses and all the trauma, and the hurt and the anger and the rejection and all those emotive words that you can think of. And they brought them and spoke about them in the present. And that had such an impact on me, because I was thinking, I think it's really interesting and really important that to know that your past and your history, we need to acknowledge it. We need to embrace it. We need to thank it, because actual fact, this is how we've developed. This is how we came to choose the chosen path we are, how we've come to learn to be this person, this strong character that continues to strive through life. But when you hang on to those awful traumatic experiences, those traumatic emotions, and you bring them to the fore, it's almost like they're in your way still, and you've always got to push against the tide. And that cannot be right. We are not all about pushing against the tide. There's enough life that comes at us and is created from other people's actions and other people's decisions, whether it's government, whether it's our employers. There's enough coming at us without us bringing our past forward. So for today, what I really want to do, and this is not about, how can I put this? Yeah, so today, for self-coaching purposes and for the weekend, I just thought for a minute, let's just have a quick practice. If you shut your eyes now and just for a couple of minutes, think about whatever it is that really keeps coming back, whether it's what someone has said to you, whether it's an experience that you wish hadn't happened, whether it's a memory of something that maybe has over and over again got in your way and you think, oh no, I can't because it didn't work last time. If you now just shut your eyes and think of that moment for a minute and just have that feeling and that presence of it being there. Now open them and tell me, point to it. Tell me where it's sitting. Where is it? Is it behind you? Where did you feel it? Was it on your shoulders? Was it standing next to you? Or was it in front of you? And how big was the picture? How big did you experience this? And this is really important because if it's right in front of you, right next to you, on your shoulders, touching you, it will continue to impact on your life. So I'm suggesting for this weekend and for today and for however long you want to give it, and this is totally up to you, as with all self-coaching, this is very much up to you how much effort you put into this. It's taking those thoughts and those images and starting to put potentially some distance between you and it, or them, however many you might have. And this can very simply be done by acknowledging it. It's a bit like affirmations, acknowledging it and thanking it for the lessons, looking at it again to bring out the positive learnings. What strengths have you gained from this? And then saying thank you to it, and then changing your language when you talk about it. So, yes, I was once upon a time this. I am today this. So we are only today. We are not our past. We are only today. So have a think. I hope this has been useful. If you know anyone who's stuck or that would benefit or value from this, please do feel free to share my videos. And again, have a very happy day, a very happy weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.